People in Missouri are bracing for another round of damaging rain today. This comes after heavy rain unleashed floods. Severe weather across the country has claimed the lives of at least 17 people. Missouri was one of the hardest hit. Most of the state is under flood warnings. Michelle Miller is in Eureka, Missouri, where towns along the river there are preparing for the worst.
A bird's eye view shows the extent of the devastating floods across the state of Missouri. Streets seem to disappear into the murky waters.
You all are going to have to decide what side of the river you want to be on.
More than 200 roads remain closed, including large parts of Interstate 44, seen here submerged under feet of water. This railroad bridge, swallowed up by the rising Merrimack River, collects passing debris instead of providing passage for trains. The St. Louis County Police Department looks like it lives on its own island.
It is so going to hit the bridge.
This home was seen floating down the current river, eventually slamming into a bridge. In downtown Eureka, just outside of St. Louis, community members are coming together to save their city.
This is our community. I live in Eureka. I've been out here since I was 13 years old. I know a lot of these people. We want to keep this community up and running.
Volunteers have been working with the National Guard and even the Coast Guard to help fill and distribute sandbags.
So all of these sandbags with all of this plastic are keeping the water out of these businesses.
They are minimizing the water intrusion where the pumps on the other side keep the water from getting up to the level behind it.
About 10 miles away in Fenton, Daryl Davidson is hoping the fortress of sandbags surrounding his mother's home will keep the water away.
If the river wins, the river wins, but we're going to try our best not to let it win this year like it did last year.
Michelle Miller joins us now from Eureka, Missouri. Michelle, I can see it is raining pretty heavily where you are. Can you tell us what it's like there?
Yeah, it's rainy, it's chilly, and I'm in the town of Eureka. This is a pretty central road that goes straight through this town. It has been cut off, as you can see by this flood water, at least 6 feet high this floodwater goes. It's engulfed much of this Shell station here. And what we can tell you is that about this time yesterday morning, those pumps at that station completely dry. You see intermittent flooding as the Merrimack River crested overnight. It crested about half a foot over its record. So the people here, which are used to flooding, they're used to seeing this kind of, maybe not to this extent, but they are used to these rivers cresting. They haven't seen anything like this before. And so businesses in the town just down the way from here are really trying to stay dry. They've sandbagged those businesses, as you saw earlier in the piece. And this is a waiting game, really, Anne-Marie, as more rain falls and as they're waiting for the waters to recede. They're trying to measure just how much more rainfall is going to impact those businesses, because many of them are just at the brink. 1 to 2 to 3 more inches might be, you know, that 1 to 2 to 3 more inches too many.
Right, indeed. Well, let's hope those sandbags can keep those inches away. Michelle Miller in Eureka, Missouri. Thank you so much, Michelle.